Hey everyone, Christian Maddox PGA here, and we're back with the inaugural episode of my new PGA Tour Cut series. So basically this series, if you've seen Brian Bros or Grant Horvat do major cuts where they play 2 rounds at a major championship golf course and then take a look back at where the cut line was during that last major to see if they made it, this is going to be similar. Obviously, this is going to be on the simulator, so not playing real golf, but I'm going to be following along at the same time as the actual tournaments throughout this 2026 PGA Tour season. We're going to be playing the first 2 rounds, or however many rounds there are before the cut, on the new updated Garmin R10 Home Tee Hero. So as you can see, it looks much different, much less arcadey, much more legit. But yeah, very excited. We're playing from the tour tees. This just happened the day I filmed this. This just happened to have no wind. I bumped the altitude up just a touch to get my actual yardages. You'll see it. Basically what I'm hitting now is very stock. Driver carry is going to be basically 265 to 280. Nothing crazy. When it rolls out, it's about 275, 300 if I really go at one. So all the distances fall in line. We're playing it obviously from the tour tees all the way back. But yeah, very excited to bring you this new series. I'm super stoked about it. As you can see there, 268 off the tee. Nothing special. I mean, I don't have anything juiced over what I would normally hit it. I'll be the first to admit I'm not the longest guy. I'm not flying the ball 300. With that being said, I'm a director of instruction currently at the Creek, the Clubs of Prestonwood, the Creek course in North Dallas, Texas. Did try to play on tour briefly for about a year. Played some section stuff, got a section win. Missed it PGA Tour Canada Q School 2023 by a lot. Yeah, so I'm a decent player in my own right. Was good, but never good enough. But I think now I'm getting back into professional play now that I have some time to play golf. And I'm playing to right around a little bit above a +3. So I think I'm a +3.2 or +3.3 right now. So I definitely don't expect to be making the cut all the time. But with not having to make the putts, I'm a pretty decent ball striker, and I usually drive the ball pretty well. Obviously, the rough and bunkering and everything isn't as penal on the simulator. It's more just can you hit your numbers and hit the golf shots. And, yeah, so it's not exactly the straight-up test, but it's a good enough one, and content should be good. So, yeah, we're almost hooped the chip there. We're even through 3, I believe. Yeah, so just going through it. I mean, take you a little bit through the round. We'll talk about some different stuff going on. Speaking of different stuff going on, yesterday it was announced that Patrick Reed is going to be not playing LIV and trying to rejoin the PGA Tour. So I'm sure there will be more to come from that. But man, it seems like if Bryson or Rahm falls, LIV is not going to have a lot to stand on. I mean, you got a lot of B tier, maybe C tier players at this point in time. And with just a few superstars mixed in and a few older guys, it's going to be interesting to see how everything goes. I mean, I don't exactly foresee that being a massive thing much longer, especially if LIV isn't willing to dole out massive second and third contracts. So you can see right there, we had 209 to the hole. We're hitting 5-iron. 5-iron's typically a 200-yard club. Or 200-yard carry. So you can see I missed that one a little bit. It went 200 total. But, like I said, everything, I got this dialed in so that it's completely accurate to what it is in real life. You can see, I don't hit it the longest. 8-iron goes 165, 7-iron 180, about 190 to 192 for the 6-iron, just depending on how hard I want to hit it. You can see I'm just hitting baby poles right now, But usually the go-to shot's just a baby fade. Ball's just going to fall right. And you can see there, landed about 260. Got a lot of extra roll because it's down the slope, but that one's going to finish at 280 or just more. This is pretty much consistent. So, yeah, obviously we're going to be tracking. I would like to try to make more than half the cuts. That would be very cool. I think I got high expectations, but we're going to see. We're going to set the over-under at half. Obviously, you got to rely on your ball striking a little bit, and, we'll hop into a little bit of the pluses and minuses of the R10. First off, if you're going to make birdie, right, you got to hit it close. It's great because, you don't have the opportunity to miss putts, but, it's all about how well you strike the golf ball. The other thing about that as well, right, is, these greens aren't that massive, right? That, basically that 2-putt circle is gonna cover most of the green. So, you don't have a lot of 3-putts. When we get to, a course that has bigger greens and 3-putts really become a factor, you can hit quality shots that would hit the green in real life that, you could probably 2-putt majority of the time, and you're going to end up taking a 3-putt. So, there's definitely pluses and minuses to the simulator game, but, I just whipped up this idea. We just had a big snowstorm in Dallas, and, everything was frozen over, and the golf course is currently closed. So I got some tournaments coming up, and I said, what would be a cool video content idea, something I'd like to do? Massive snap hook with the 3-wood there, not ideal. But yeah, I said, what content idea would be super cool to do? And, I like challenging myself. I like putting myself out there and trying to compete. And I think this gives me a great parameter, and just something to, work towards or measure my game up against. It'll never be true. I'm not saying, I could go out and make cuts on the PGA Tour, but, ball striking wise, you got to hit it really good and get rewarded. And, I looked last year, and the Farmers Insurance cut was +2. So this one's doable, but, like last week at the American Express, that I planned on doing but couldn't get out because of the weather, the cut was -10 through 3 rounds, but -10 on those golf courses, and that's a tough ask, to shoot 3-4 under even on the sim for 3 rounds. That's a tough ask. Probably weren't going to get that one. I mean, as you can see by now, you'll get a great example of my game, or a great sense of my game this round. Pretty steady, I don't make a ton of birdies, also don't make a ton of bogeys. I'm usually a pretty quality driver of the golf ball and a pretty quality ball striker. So, being able to keep that, in mind, I tend to do a little bit better when the score isn't quite as low. If you get a birdie fest, that's definitely not my game, or what I try to do. I've been getting better, much better recently, about making more birdies and stuff like that. But it's just starting to come around. I'm just starting to play enough and get comfortable going low enough again, because I stopped playing competitively for a while when I had my own teaching business in Las Vegas, which is where I came from. You stop playing for a while and you kind of lose that ability to go low. You don't lose the ability to play good golf, but, you get to 5-6 under and, oh, man, starting to get the nerves back. Haven't been this deep in a while. And, so, yeah, you're starting to, make some more birdies. I played around the other day. I made, 9 birdies in 18 holes. Mixed a few bogeys in there. I think I shot, on a par 61 or par 71. I think I shot 65. So, I was 6 under. 65's not bad. But, I made 3 bogeys in there as well. But, 9 birdies for me is, for most people, is a ton. It's a ton in a round. So, game's starting to come around, and, this is just fun. And you'll see every once in a while you'll get a chip shot or two that doesn't register with the R10. Just into the net, it almost always will on the range. But short game is really good in real life, and, it's pretty solid in the R10. That's 2 chip shots that I've had that been pretty close inside the one-putt circle. It's imperative to get up and down when you just miss the green. You know, you have to take advantage of just missing the green when you're playing simulator golf because, you know, it's better than hitting it on the green outside the 2-putt circle and 3-putting. So, yeah, it's really important here. We're getting into the meat and potatoes of the golf round. This was kind of the turning point, this hole right here. And if you hear some growling in the background, my dogs are playing, I apologize. But not a great start to the hole. Going to get up and blast it left. Just not ideal. That's fine. I went after it, which is okay. You know, I hit it 282. So, you know, for me, all things considered, pretty big ball, but did pull it there. Didn't fade back. I just got the new Quantum clubs from Callaway. Just got a full set. I'm recently on staff with them. Love them. So 3-wood has been going a little left. You saw it earlier. I hit a big snap hook with it. That one's just kind of a straight pull, but about 245 out of the rough, or 250, including the minus 5% that the rough impact plays. And now we just got just a perfect wedge. Got a 105 number. That's just a smooth 54. And you can see the fireworks happen here. Just a great swing. It's right at it. I mean, just a beauty. And it's going to one-hop, hit the stick, and go in for a slam dunk one-hop eagle. I mean, absolutely love to see it. Jump start the round, just kind of chilling in neutral, you know, and it's nice to get under par. It's even better to make an eagle, especially when I'm not getting there. On a par 5, you know, you got a 600-yard par 5, I'm not reaching. And now we're into the back 9. So you can see here, nice drive up the left center. This is one, didn't pull it that much, just baby fading back, 268 carry, and gonna roll out there probably 283, 282. So 165, just a nice smooth 8-iron. I hit some really good shots here. You know, you'll see this is going to be another one. Really, really solid swing. Kind of got unlucky here, but you know, just got to keep stacking good swings. Right on line, just a beauty, and it just has some swing and just checks up on it. Just a few inches short of that 1-putt circle. But, I mean, again, just keep stacking good swings. Good things will happen. There's really not much you can do. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, today is Brooks' first day back on the tour playing the Farmers Insurance Invitational. You know, I don't think it really came out how big his contract was from LIV. I mean, it was probably at least $200-300 million, which is more than enough to to be life-changing and generationally changing. You know, and I think that he had a pretty good deal coming back from LIV. So you're going to see here, I didn't realize, you know, if you hit it in the 2-putt circle, but it's outside the green, not in the rough, but specifically in the bunker, it's going to give you a bogey. So that's a bad break. Definitely thought I could get that one up and down and make par. But, you know, that's simulator golf. Sometimes it happens. We just got to keep the boat under par and keep it rolling. But, yeah, I mean, LIV, you know, or Koepka for that matter, he's probably net 280 to 180 million on that deal. I mean, he's gonna get slapped on the wrist, pay $5 million to charity, not be eligible for the equity program. I mean, there's some slap on the wrist stuff that he's gonna do, but let's not pretend that, you know, he didn't get a massive payday and, you know, keep a large majority of that, even if he had to pay a little back to LIV for ending his contract early. I mean, look, the guy's made out like a bandit. So, you can see here, just want to come back to the action. We got 500-yard par 4, 5-iron from just over 200 yards. I believe it was 210, a little downhill. And, man, hit a beauty after bogey for a bounce-back birdie. Just massive, 5-iron from 207 to flag it. I mean, just huge. We're going to get back to 2 under here. And depending on the weather this year, like I said, the cut last year for the farmers was +2. So right now, currently 4 shots inside last year's cut line. I can't remember if there was bad weather or not. But, I think under par after 2 rounds is going to give us a pretty good chance. But, getting back to the Koepka thing, man, I'd be pretty pissed if I was a PGA Tour player. I mean, I really wouldn't, because it took balls to go to live in the first place, not knowing the repercussions. But, I can't stand Wyndham Clark, but he did make a good point. If him and other people realized that you could leave for, 2-3 years, make a ton of money, and then come back with a slap on the wrist, a lot more people would be doing it. Because, it's a name like Koepka, Rahm, Bryson. Those are the big names in the new returning program. I think that helps a lot. I mean, you hear Patrick Reed, and he's going to have to sit out a year, but he was smart, and he resigned his membership before he even left, so they couldn't fine him or suspend him or do whatever. Here's another really good wedge shot. Just going to check up on us right on line, coming up short. I mean, we're playing some solid golf. You can see we're missing it a little bit, but it's nothing too big. We're hitting some iron shots, hitting some good numbers, hitting it right on the stick. So going to 14. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see, how many people do come back now that, you've had 2 players, 1, the returning program, 2, just somebody on their own. It'll be really interesting to see the impact that has, and how the defectors that defect back kind of swing that pole and swing that notion. But there's a good ball off the tee there, 287. It was a little bit downhill, but hit that one really well. I'm loving the new Callaway Quantum. It's fantastic. I play the Triple Diamond Max head. Got a Ventus 6X red shaft in there, and I just love it. So we're going to pull this. I was scared about this one, actually. We're pulled a pitching wedge, just really tried to hit a pitching wedge hard and just over the top pull it. But again, we're going to be pretty fortunate there. I mean, it's 25 feet in real life, but going to be very fortunate there for it to come out and stay in that 2-putt circle. While we have a moment, let's just take a minute and give a shout out to Garmin. This new Home T Hero update, it is worlds better than the last one. The last one was arcadey, and it was great, don't get me wrong. For the price point and everything, it was fantastic. But this one, oh man, this, for $500, this looks like some absolutely incredible software. You could pay $5,000 for this and be happy with it, with the portability, with everything that you have at your fingertips, all of the courses on tour. This is really amazing. So I couldn't be more pleased. Something like this, I was always wanted to do this series, but I was kind of, how do I put it, a little scared to do it on the old one, just because it was so arcadey before the update. And then this came out, and you can see here, like on this pitch shot and stuff, you got beads showing how the green's breaking. The physics are just 10 times better. Balls react to slope, balls spin. It's absolutely amazing. You can see here, just got a little frisky, a little heavy-handed with that. It's going to check up nicely because it's out of the fairway, but still, not a great bogey. Never really gave ourselves a chance at par with that chip shot. but that's okay. We're still under par. But yeah, I mean, just the closeness of the courses. There obviously all the courses got an update. I got a new series going on right now, hole-in-one challenge. On the 12th at Augusta, I hit 5 shots a day, and see how many days it takes me to make a hole-in-one. I mean, you just the graphics and the way everything is, it's just so different. It's so much better. I mean, so much better. The physics of it, really can't say it enough, but it takes a $500 machine and makes it into a $500,000 or a $5,000 machine, not $500,000. But you can see there, hit a great 4-iron, got unlucky just over the back, and this was the part of the round where it's like, man, don't want to give away two shots, get back to even, want to keep it in the red, and really hit just a solid pitch there, to put it right next to the hole inside the 1-putt zone. So now we're coming down the home stretch, coming into the 17th. And the 17th is a 440-yard par 4, 439 yards. Pretty straight away, and if I remember correctly, I hit a pretty solid drive here. Yeah, just a little stock. That's stock for me. It's just that little baby fade. About stock numbers too, to be honest with you. Carry to 260, roll out to about 275, 280. Didn't need anything special with the length of the hole. And now, it was just a solid 8-iron. We're sitting at 1 under, which is going to be pretty good. And depending on when this gets uploaded, I might add the current leaderboard for day 1 after the fact and just add it on to the end of the video. You can see just a great 8-iron shot. It's not going to end up inside the 1-putt circle, but it's a great approach. Gave it a scare. Really dialed in. And now, everybody knows the 18th at the South Course at Torrey. That's another thing to the iconic par 5, but that's another thing to mention. We played the South Course. The Farmers Insurance, they play the North Course and the South Course the first 2 rounds, and then the last 2 rounds are at the South Course. So for tomorrow's video, we're going to be playing the North Course. So you'll see great ball right down the middle, but it's over 600 yards. For me, I got no shot of reaching, and really if I tried to go for it, I'd just bring that water into play. So I'm really just sitting back. I'm going to lay up here, just hit a smooth. You'll see me walk over and just kind of hit the map. 220 to the water. There's really no reason to even push it, and plus I want a nice full wedge in to help try to make birdie. So I'm just going to pull a smooth 6-iron, try to hit it about 180 yards. Nothing special. You can see, kind of aim it up the right. Just, going to try to hit a baby fade, just hit a baby pole. It's going to be completely okay. You can see lands at 170 and just perfect, actually right on the number to 180 yards. And we got that nice 100-yard number again. Just a, 3/4, 54 for me. So really felt good about it. Really wanted to make one more coming down the stretch. If we got to 2 under, we just need one good round, and we'd probably make that cut. Unfortunately, I blew it a little bit long. But you can see here, we're still going to finish in red numbers. 3 shots inside last year's cut line. Don't know what it's going to be this year, but I'll post it. But yeah, I think, I made a birdie and an eagle, and then I think 2 bogeys. And other than that, it was, pretty good. So thanks for watching. I'll see you back here for the second round. And after the end of that first round in real life, the current cut sits at -2, much lower than last year's +2 cut. So we're going to need a good one on the second day.